in my hood just like a never ride in the extra car. Dead president, hit the dead president. Dead president, hit them dead president. Let's go, all my little militant. Let's go, I'm innocent. Dead president, hit them dead president. Dead president, hit them dead president. Let's go, I'm innocent.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Browns coming in at 3-6, going up against the Saints, who come in at 9-0.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Cleveland Browns. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he powers his way up past the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now back to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And this one is right through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 19. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. It's that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, Deion Jones and pick sixes, they're going together like peas and carrots. He had 2 of those, though, as a rookie last year.
And I know part of the reason is his speed. He's one of the fastest linebackers that you're going to find in the NFL. But another part is he's not very tall. Sometimes he gets lost in coverage. When a quarterback's looking downfield, he just doesn't see it, and he ends up making big plays.
One of those pick sixes last year, a 90-yard return against Drew Brees in his hometown of New Orleans. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down, they run with Howard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh, boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's second down.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Second down following the incompletion. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now he'll escape to his right. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Second down and just 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And his throw here's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Flushed out right. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
He leaves this one for Howard. He won't go down. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a line.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Cleveland geared up to take the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football.
Hey. We got three. Three down. What's tight? Tight end right. What's tight? Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Right there at the 43.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. This is Howard on second down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Back to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like a load.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Chandler Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They'll set up a throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Come on, let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. An unbelievable punt there. We're talking 70-plus yards. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on first down. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Let's go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll set up to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a second.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Over. Gun.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
All right, here we go. Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 11. And he will finally go out of bounds is just shy of the 40. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. And that one needed a little time to develop because he started lined up out wide left. He caught that on the right side of the field.
And you're exactly right about the time, because that's not going to be a quick developing pattern, but also great sight lines for the guy throwing the ball to see a receiver cross his face and his sight line from one side of the field to the other. That usually attracts your attention. If you think he's open, you go ahead and deliver it, as we just saw there.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. Corey Coleman. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns get a score closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moss. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. He'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt, and he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Sorry, Larry. Your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now back to throw. That's Njoku over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the give, running right is Howard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Now let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 12, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints just continue to roll. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because it's just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 15. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll drop the throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Lutz now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is An offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back to throw now on first down. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. A gain of 6 there on first. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. Second down and 4.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. Hurry up. Hey, we got 3 down.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Back
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always.
Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear it. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You got to. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. 7 yards to go on 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Back to throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey.
Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the... They got his man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards.
Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he fires one incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. The Saints on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On 3rd down, it's Bennett, and he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect the pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And Thomas has it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And he knocks it through. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.
Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. Yeah. Die line with the boom pow. Every week now I switch to a new style. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah. Lead a club with a few now. Just some Hollywood and they do. I'm in the mood now. 2 a.m. What you wanna do now? What you wanna do now? Little baby pass. Don't spill on me. That's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. Like Coachella, what's her name? Isabella, forget it, yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go. Lockjaw got me speaking slow like, I'm blessed. I don't GA, you tryna, yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't no. Say less. Yeah. Say less. Hey girl, what it do? If you got friends, cool, bring a few through. No fun if the homies man. R.I.P. Nate Dogg, this too true. And you know what I'm down for. Round 2, round 3, and a round 4. Mood switch when she knocked at the front door. Next up was the uproar. Yeah, was like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna tuck off, got some places we could go. Swear she got the like wow, she's blessed on blessed. I don't GA. You tryna yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't no. Say less.
Sheesh, what you saying? I don't understand. I'm out my mind, I popped. Sheesh, I swear this lockjaw got me stuttering. Girl, you not fall in love again. Sheesh, get it, my favorite rush. You talkative, ain't gotta say too much. Be quiet, who got some grapes? I'm trying to. I'm off both of these. Get it, not complicated. No conversation, get it, not complicated. No conversation, please say less. Please say less. Please say less.
I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't no. Say less. Say less. Say less. You ain't no. Say less. Okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Sit back down. Seem like everybody nowadays Hollywood. Oh, it's like that now. I'ma show you how to act now. I'ma show them how to act. I'ma show you. I'ma show them how to act. Okay, now picture little Bobby, just a younger run around with his man's in his hand, feeling like a man. Run, put it to your brain like. Everybody know you ain't about it. Everything you talk about, I know I can live without it. Red light, stop, green light, go. Everything ain't what it seem like. I know. Hold up, what you mean? Where you been in? This is merely the beginning again. What you been living in? The box under the bridge, like Anthony Kiedis, looking for something to complete us and maybe lead us. A long way from equal as how they treat us. Body of a builder with the mind of a fetus. Turn on the television and see the vision they feed us. And I wish I could erase that face facts. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs something. Everybody love, everybody know how it go. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs something.